If you're looking to build a new deck just in time for the holidays, now's a great time to do it. Mystic Fighters is here, and it brings 3 brand new decks into the fold: the Math Mechs, the Generators, and the Dragonmaids. Now, all of these decks can be built with cards from Mystic Fighters and from the Duel Devastator box set released back in October. So at the end of today's video, we're going to show you a deck list that you can make using just cards from Duel Devastator and Mystic Fighters. Today I want to introduce you to the Dragonmaids, a new theme of shape-shifting dragon monsters. So the way the Dragonmaids work is that they have a special transformation mechanic. There are human form Dragonmaids that each have abilities when they're normal or special summoned. And there are dragon form Dragonmaids, which each have effects you activate in your hand. Some of them you discard to use them kind of like a spell card, and some you discard to use kind of like a trap card. Each of them also has an ability that lets them transform back and forth into the others. The level 2 Dragonmaids can turn into the level 7s. And even though it's obvious that Nurse Dragonmaid and Dragonmaid Ernus are the same, each of the Dragonmaids at that same level can turn into either of the Dragonmaids of the same level. So the level 2s become the level 7s, and the level 3s can become either of the level 8s. The way the transformations work is a little similar to what you might see with the Gladiator Beasts. At the start of the battle phase, the small Dragonmaids can transform into the big ones to do combat. And then at the end of the battle phase, the big ones can transform back into the small ones. And the way that works is, at the start of the battle phase, you'll activate the effect of your small Dragonmaid, and when it resolves, you return her to your hand, and then special summon the appropriate larger Dragonmaid from your hand or graveyard. Now this combines very well with the discard effects of the big Dragonmaids, because you can discard them, claim their effect, then special summon them back from the graveyard. And then when you're done battling, when you transform back, the bigger Dragonmaid returns to your hand, the smaller one returns to the field, and then you're set up to do it all over again next turn. Now the one outlier here is the fusion monster, House Dragonmaid. She's a fusion of any Dragonmaid and any dragon monster, which means you could use super polymerization to combine one of your Dragonmaids with any of your opponent's powerful dragons. Now she has a number of useful effects. During the standby phase, you can target one of your other Dragonmaids on the field and summon another Dragonmaid from your hand or graveyard in defense position whose level is 1 higher or 1 lower. But the more important effect here is that when a Dragonmaid returns to your hand from the field, you can target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Now, I mentioned the Gladiator Beasts a little earlier. If you remember from Gladiator Beasts, they don't all tag out at the same time. You resolve those effects one at a time. So if you go into the battle phase, for instance, with a situation like this, where you have House Dragonmaid and 2 Dragonmaids here that can transform, we'll do a level 2 and a level 3. And let's say we have these in the graveyard. Well, you'll activate and resolve Laundry first. And then you activate House Dragonmaid and destroy an opponent's monster. And activate Parlor second. Activate House Dragonmaid again and destroy another opponent's monster. So for every transformation effect you have, House Dragonmaid gets to destroy another monster. And that means that the scenario that you're looking for in order to get a clean win is exactly this. You'll want House Dragonmaid on the field, and 2 different smaller Dragonmaids that are able to transform with their larger versions in hand or graveyard so that you can summon them. If you have that, and you can clear out the rest of your opponent's monsters with House Dragonmaid, you'll have 3,000 plus 27 or 26, plus another 27 or 26, and that's over 8,000, enough to win the duel. Alright, so what we're trying to do here is get House Dragonmaid on the field, along with 2 human form Dragonmaids, and have 2 dragon form Dragonmaids for them to transform into. So how are we going to accomplish that? Well, like many dragon decks, there are lots of different ways to send Dragonmaids to the graveyard, so you can get your dragon form Dragonmaids there easily, but you also need to be able to get multiple human form Dragonmaids on the field as well. So let's say I start off with these 2 in hand, Kitchen Dragonmaid and Dragonmaid Hospitality. Here's what I can do. I can normal summon Kitchen Dragonmaid, and I'll use her ability to add Parlor Dragonmaid to my hand, and then send her straight to the graveyard. Next, I'll activate my Dragonmaid Hospitality. And I'll use this ability to summon Parlor Dragonmaid back, and then send another Dragonmaid with the same attribute and a different level from my deck to the graveyard. So Parlor's dragon form counterpart is Lorpar, so I'll send Lorpar to the graveyard. Alright, now in a new chain, because I've summoned Parlor Dragonmaid, I can send any Dragonmaid card to the graveyard. So I could send Tinkhec, Kitchen Dragonmaid's form, to the graveyard as well, and that's enough to get you the 2 human form Dragonmaids on the field. Now another neat thing you can do with Parlor Dragonmaid is, let's say instead of doing that, I send Dragonmaid Changeover to the graveyard instead. Changeover is the fusion spell for Dragonmaid. You can summon any dragon fusion monster with it, but if it's in your graveyard, you can target a Dragonmaid monster you control, say Kitchen, add this to your hand, and then also add Kitchen Dragonmaid back to the hand. So if you don't have your fusion spell, you can go get that instead. It's very dependent on what the rest of the cards in your hand are. Another way to get 2 Dragonmaids on the field fairly reliably is by using Nurse Dragonmaid. It's one of the level 2s, so she transforms into a level 7. And when she's normal or special summoned, you can target any level 4 or lower Dragonmaid in your graveyard, except another copy of herself, and special summon her. Another way to help you get more monsters on the field is with Nurse Dragonmaid's dragon form. That's Dragonmaid Ernus. As a quick effect, you can discard Dragonmaid Ernus to just special summon a level 4 or lower Dragonmaid monster for your hand. So even after, say we did, let's say we got Parlor and Kitchen on the field, and then we picked up Changeover, so that forced us to bring Kitchen Dragonmaid back to our hand, well, we could special summon her right back out by discarding Dragonmaid Ernus. Or we could discard Ernus to summon any of the other smaller Dragonmaids as well. So basically, the gameplay loop here with this is that you'll spend some cards in the short term to get multiple monsters on the field, but once your Dragonmaids start transforming, those cards will start coming back to your hand and you'll trigger more effects, and you'll just get access to all of your cards and be able to destroy your opponents once you fusion summon House Dragonmaid. Now to help you get some of these cards, you also have the trap card Dragonmaid Downtime and the spell card Dragonmaid Welcome. The Dragonmaid Downtime is a trap, and once during each turn, you can target a Dragonmaid monster you control, and then return it to the hand and either add 1 Dragonmaid card from your deck to your hand, or return 1 spell or trap your opponent controls to the hand. And of course, if you have House Dragonmaid out on the field while you're doing this, then you also have on-demand removal, because you'll return your monster to the hand, you'll get your search, and you'll destroy your opponent's monster in a new chain with House Dragonmaid. Dragonmaid Welcome takes advantage of the fact that you can send a lot of different cards to the graveyard really fast. Laundry Dragonmaid, while she's having kind of a bad day, you can see over here, she can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, so that gives you more chances to get more dragons in your graveyard to get back later on. And if you have Dragonmaid Welcome and 2 Dragonmaids on the field, you can target any Dragonmaid card in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. So all of these monsters work together as a team to help you get all the cards you need to win the duel. Now this last card isn't going to be in the deck list we show you at the end, but there is another Dragonmaid card that you'll be able to get pretty soon as well. In Chaos Impact Special Edition, one of the future cards that you might get is called Dragonmaid Sendoff, and it is a quick play spell that you can use to special summon a Dragonmaid from your hand and return a different one to your hand. So it's a way to swap your monsters out and cycle through all of their on-summon effects, because you can only use each of them once per turn. So also in Mystic Fighters, even though this is a very old card, Debris Dragon is included in Mystic Fighters. When you normal summon Debris Dragon, you get to target any monster in your graveyard with 500 or less attack and special summon it with its effects negated. Now, the trick with Debris Dragon is that it's a tuner, but you can only use it to synchro summon a dragon monster, and you can't use it with a level 4. Well, that's fine. What I want to use it with is Parlor Dragonmaid or Kitchen Dragonmaid. And in particular, I want to use Parlor Dragonmaid. because Parlor Dragonmaid is a wind monster. These two together make level 7. And if you have Duel Devastator, then you have this card. You can use them together to synchro summon Clearwing Fast Dragon. Clearwing Fast Dragon is devastating against monsters special summoned from your opponent's extra deck, able to change their attack to 0 and negate their effects. Now, if you need to clear out more than one thing, Debris Dragon's great for that as well, and this is a classic combo. Like, this was destroying tournaments back in the day. You would summon Debris Dragon, get your level 3 monster, and then use them to synchro summon Black Rose Dragon. That classic 5Ds monster that can just destroy everything on the field. Now let's say you also have a level 2 in the mix. The Laundry Dragonmaid. She's here, still having a bad day. And you use Debris Dragon to summon back Parlor Dragonmaid. Well, now you've got 2, 3, and 4. That's 9. And that's going to be a Trishula. Able to banish one card each from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. Now, one thing to be careful of, one thing you can't do with Debris Dragon is summon Brionac. Brionac is a sea serpent, not a dragon. So if you want to do that with this deck, you'll need a regular level 3 and then another tuner, which you'll also have if you picked up Duel Devastator. So something like Ash Blossom and a level 3 would work with Brionac. On top of that, there are also spell cards from the past that are great with dragons as well. There's Dragon's Mirror, which is a fusion type spell that lets you fusion summon a dragon by banishing the materials from your field or graveyard, and you fill up your graveyard with a lot of dragons when you play with this deck. You might even get so many that you can summon 5-headed dragon. There's also Super Rejuvenation, which is actually in Mystic Fighters. Now, all of your dragon form Dragonmaids, their effects are discard effects. You discard them to activate them, which means that they count towards the number of cards that you can draw with Super Rejuvenation. And then, of course, if you need more spell and trap removal, you've got stuff like Stamping Destruction, which is also in Mystic Fighters, but you could also use a Wing Beat of Giant Dragon, which lets you return a level 5 or higher dragon-type monster to the hand and destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Now let's say you have House Dragonmaid and one of your level 8s. So in this scenario, you could activate Wing Beat of Giant Dragon, return Lorpar to the hand, destroy all spell and traps on the field, and then since these things happen simultaneously, in a new chain afterwards, House Dragonmaid also gets to take out a monster. So the Dragonmaids work very nicely with years and years worth of cool spells and traps and dragon-type monsters. Now you might be wondering about the game map that I've got here. This right here is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day game map for the upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. It features the art from Dragonmaid Downtime, and this isn't the only version of it you can get as well. There's also a mousepad version that you can get if you fulfill some special conditions that you can check out on our website. Mousepad version works very well. I'm actually using one myself right now. Both of these are quite nice, and I hope that if you get to check out a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, you're able to walk home with one of them. And we did promise at the start that we'd give you a sample deck list to try out that uses only cards from Duel Devastator and Mystic Fighters. Hope everybody enjoyed this introduction to the Dragonmaids. I think they're a really fun deck to play with, and they're very powerful as well. Mystic Fighters is here. It's a great time. I hope that even if you're not enjoying the Dragonmaids, you're enjoying one of the other 2 decks from the set, and I'll see you next time.